Hello, this is Running Robert, and today we're going to be talking about the Lipocine Incorporated LPCN Quarter 1 2025 summary. Today is the 28th of July 2025, and in the summary, we're going to be looking at the bullish and the bearish parts of this company. So I generally follow Smart Cap Pharma. I do games. I do a little bit of everything. So if you like what I'm doing, hey, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot, and thank you. Disclaimer, I do not own any stocks or options in this at the moment. It is purely on my watch list, but we will explain why that is happening. And I am an amateur investor, and any advice given should be followed up by your own due diligence, and any information given is valid for today, the 28th of July, and the slideshow will not be updated. But as we get into news, new slideshow. So, why am I still here? And that is a good question. And I haven't made an update video for this for a while because I didn't see a reason for it. But we're starting to see something here. So let's go ahead and talk about LPCN 1154 for postpartum depression. That drug is currently going through its phase 3. If the phase 2 results hold true to what the phase 3 is going to be, it would be a best-in-class drug for postpartum. It's a pill. It doesn't need to be titrated and is safe enough to not cause any concerns. I believe this can be a standard care of treatment for women who have just given birth. That is my thought process on it because it is safe enough to take. And, right now, a lot of the drugs are not safe or you have to stop feeding your kid. A lot of concerns with it. It's quick treatment, fast onset of action times. You're in great shape. So zuranolone, which is marketed by Biogen, owned by Sage, is starting to pick up sales. And so this is where I have started to kind of pique my interest back into this company a little bit more. Sales in the first quarter were 27.7 million. That is really nice because now you're looking at a $100 million drug. Looking at the sales from the last year, they were poor. And at that point, I pretty much had written them off and said, hey, I don't know what they're going to be able to do. I think they only sold 14, 15 million total. It's pretty poor. So now that we're seeing these sales pick up, that gives us a chance to see, hey, there might be a nice larger market in here. And in all honesty, zuranolone's doing the heavy lifting, or Biogen's doing the heavy lifting with zuranolone. Give us enough chance to get in there, and might be in good shape. So, LPCN. So we were hopeful that our phase 2 results were good enough that we did not have to do a phase 3 trial. Didn't happen. We were told we needed a phase 3 trial, so that trial started in quarter 2, 2025. Data will be next year. The company should have the data before needing cash. The drug seems superior for data and safety to zuranolone. So again, it is something that can easily get into that market and sell. But the company itself, 19.7 million at the cash at the end of quarter 1, 2025, only a $2 million net loss. I do appreciate this company for the most part keeping a very good cap on how much they're spending. Like with this, you almost have 10 quarters of cash, which again might get you through approval if you are smart enough with it. So the company does have one approved treatment, but is sold through a partner, and the revenues have been poor. They were less than $1 million for 2024. So they're really, you hope that they can be better because that net loss is very close. And even if they could sell it for $1 million or $2 million, or that's what they get from the partner share, that's all you would need. The company has 8 drugs in its pipeline, 1 in phase 3, which is the one I talked about, and 3 in phase 2. I have liked Lipocine 1148 and 1144 a lot. They had great phase 2 results, and I am just very sad that they were not able to do a phase 3 with them, and we'll explain why later. And of course, LPCN 241, definitely worth a look, and we'll look at that now. So it's another obesity drug. Again, obesity drugs are hot right now. But this uses a different mechanism than GLP-1. So the Wegovy's of the world and the Zepbound's of the world are GLP-1s. They have a lot of side effects, which again, if you're having side effects, you stop treatment, you don't lose weight, and you even gain back weight. This drug, it can be in a combo treatment, and it has the ability to prescribe with any of the GLP-1 treatments with the ability to lose less mass and gain muscle along with that. It can prevent the weight coming back after stopping the GLP-1. So again, a lot of advantages in this drug overall. It's why I'm mentioning it second. And then we're talking about 1148, 1144. We're not going to get into too much because they both were fast tracked. One at the end of 2024, one in 2022. Both have completed phase 2 studies, but the FDA is requiring both of them to have a large phase 3 study, which they have not been able to fund themselves or find a partner. So guess what? They both just sit on the shelves, unfortunately. The summary for this is there's a lot of good drugs in this pipeline, and we look for small cap pharma that has a chance to explode. If they can get zuranolone sales in 2027 and sell a reasonable about 50 to 100 million, that would probably take care of a lot of the cash issues they have, and they'd be able to advance their pipeline, or at least have an advanced the obesity drug, and hope to advance the others going on there. So again, what we're looking for is finding partners and sales. If we see any of that too, that is also going to be very positive. So again, going to keep it on the watch. Going to keep it on the watch list, but we're not going to move until we see more positive information. If they can make a deal, if they can do something, this is probably a buy. But at the moment, we're just waiting. So thank you very much for watching and listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day.